They got enough problems in Mexico to keep them going for 200 years. So take care of Mexico first, and then worry about Arizona. I think some of them want Arizona to come under them, the way it looks around here. So Mexico should take care of their business. We'll take care of our business, and we'll do a good job. I want to thank. Hi, how you doing? I'm not going to ask you where you're from. I'd be racial profiling, but
we gotta go.
So thank you. Thanks for your support. We're going to keep fighting for Arizona and fighting for the United States. And the secret weapon are you. You're the secret weapon.
Florida support Todd Long. He's here, and he'll get some more support back in Florida. All these things are going on. But here's another thing that we watched happen.
Good afternoon. Partner, you're a pretty brave character. You came out in front of some pretty passionate people. You came out here, as per your signs, to stand against SB 1070. Let me give you the opportunity. What is it you don't like about it?
I just think it tears families apart. You know, there's people that have been here in the United States way before their parents came to the United States. You know, illegal is illegal. Yes, I understand that. But to tear families apart, I think that's wrong.
Okay. What do you say to the argument that I'm sure a lot of the people across the street would make when they say, look, it's unfortunate when parents get separated from their children, but the reality is the parents knew they were violating the law and they knew they were subjecting their children or future children to that.
I agree with that.
Okay. Then why would you want the law repealed if one of the upshots is going to be?
Because there are some officers that are really strict. They're really hateful towards people.
Boycott Arizona! Boycott Arizona! Boycott Arizona! Boycott Arizona! No to racial profiling! No to racial profiling!
What is it that makes you think there's going to be racial profiling as a result of SB 1070?
I'm an American citizen.
No, I believe
and I can say anything I want.
No, I understand that, but I'm curious why you believe it.
Boycott Arizona!
Folks, you obviously feel as passionately about this topic as the people who showed up on this side. Anyone want to tell me why or what you were trying to accomplish today?
Love the people, no hate.
I beg your pardon?
Love the people, no hate.
No hate. And I see you're holding a copy of the Bible.
The Jesus Christ indicate the love you brother, love the people, no hate.
Is enforcing American laws, is that hate?
Yes, this law only separate the country. So this law, esta ley hace que yo tenga que me está prohibiendo que yo ayude a mi prójimo, me está prohibiendo que yo ayude a mis hermanos que están necesitados, que no tienen ayudas. Porque si yo ayudo a una persona que es indocumentada, a mí me van a poner cargos criminales. Eso no es justo, eso es antihumano. Eso va en contra de nuestros derechos humanos.
I appreciate your time.
Religión.
Thank you. So I'm curious why you believe it.
Boycott Arizona!
I understand you have a freedom of speech. That's not in question. My question is, why do you think it'll result in racial profiling? Law hasn't gone into effect yet.
Joe Arpaio?
Does he racially profile?
There have been cases of people that have been detained that are U.S. citizens. There have been cases of U.S. citizens that have been deported. We do not want an Operation Wetback in this modern day and age.
Does SB 1070, is that similar to Operation Wetback that was run decades ago?
Say again?
SB 1070, which you're here protesting, you made a reference to Operation Wetback, which was decades ago. Are they similar?
I believe that it's a step in the process. The other one is banning ethnic studies. Then they go after teachers with accents. It's all an attempt to vilify the Latino population in this country.
What type of law enforcement, immigration law enforcement, would be acceptable to you?
First of all, it is a federal, what do you call it?
Federal matter?
Thank you. It's not a state, it's federal. Okay? And it's like somebody said, if every state comes up with their own little rule, then
what's going to be uniform throughout the country.
Different from federal
So it
law
has
is SB 1070.
How different?
Yes.
First of all, with federal law, it is ICE and federal agents. With this, it is local. So you're going to have situations where somebody doesn't cut their grass or whatever, and the cops are going to have far greater contact with the populace. The other problem is who's going to call a cop if there's a problem, if you're afraid that the cop may go ahead and profile you and arrest you. It's just too great of a danger.
You said
nobody
that,
says we're for open borders. Okay.
But you did say that immigration law enforcement belongs more appropriately with the federal government. Is that correct? You do believe that federal immigration law enforcement, it belongs with the feds, not the states, right?
That is correct.
How's the federal government doing here in Arizona in that regard?
Along the border, they're obviously allowing leakage.
Folks, who here can tell me what is it you don't like about the law? What is it you don't like?
Racial profiling.
How many laws don't leave room for racial profiling?
They said they're separating families to the going back to Mexico. The parents or...
Okay.
No, we don't support that. They're separating families. I mean, that's what I think. I understand.
When a person is deported, don't they have the option of taking their American-born children with them?
I understand, but I mean, as on the minute, I mean, as a family, they don't know what to do.
It's the fact that it's backed up by people who are racist. Russell Spears is behind this. JT Rennie is behind this. $6 million, but it's all, I'll promise you this, if you'll give me. I'm sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. Cool sign. You've been living in Arizona long?
All my life.
Okay, you say it's about time. Okay. What do you think SB 1070 will do to improve life in Arizona?
It'll help open up jobs for all the illegals to go home for the people who are residents.
Do you know people who've had a hard time getting employment here in Arizona?
Yes, I do.
Really? Okay.
For the last year and a half, I have the hardest time finding.
For whatever value this has, I'm from California, and I know a lot of people in the same situation. Right. Folks, I appreciate your time. Thank you. You don't think Ms. Napolitano's telling the truth when she says that the security has improved at the border?
No.
I mean, ma'am, what area of Arizona are you from?
South Phoenix.
Okay. What brought you out here today?
Because I believe in the SB 1070. I think illegal means illegal.
Okay. SB 1070. You've lived in right in the heart of Arizona. How do you think it would improve life if it's allowed to go into effect here in Arizona?
I think it would open up more jobs for the citizens that live here. Create a better tax base for those that are here that are legal citizens to pay taxes because they'd have a job.
It's expensive, isn't it?
It's expensive. It's expensive.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You also.
We have a problem with illegal immigrants. We have a problem with illegal aliens. Our house has been broken into. I moved here in 1997 from Illinois. Every vehicle I've owned has been broken into. My insurance rates are sky high. I'm tired of paying for welfare benefits for people that aren't even citizens.
When you have a lot of people in the area, I'm from Southern California, when you have a lot of people in the area who have no legal right being here, it does get expensive, doesn't it?
My son goes to a private school because the public school, well, also because we're Christians and we like for him to be able to talk about God and pray at school.
Sure.
But the public school in our district has like a mandatory English-Spanish immersion program where 1 week everything's in Spanish and the next week everything's in English.
And you don't get to opt out of that.
I don't want my son to be forced to speak another language. If he wants to learn Spanish, that's his prerogative or my prerogative as his mother to enroll him in classes. I don't think the government should force my son to speak Spanish.
I know a lot of people who agree with you. And it's not as though they give you your tax money back that you're paying to support that public school, is it?
Yeah, so we still pay property taxes and